The Boston Celtics roster is facing massive uncertainty as we head into a wild summer. A disappointing playoff exit has left fans wondering if the front office will decide to shake up the entire core of the team. Many people are pointing fingers at the role players for the recent postseason collapse. One name that keeps coming up in heavy trade rumors across the league is defensive anchor Derrick White. The talented guard struggled mightily to put the ball in the basket consistently this past season. He only converted 39% of his field goal attempts throughout the regular season calendar. His shooting percentages from beyond the three-point arc were even more concerning for the coaching staff. He barely reached 32% from deep during the year. Those struggles became significantly worse when the high-intensity games of the playoffs arrived. His numbers dropped to 32% from the field and 27% from three. If the front office believes these shooting woes are a permanent issue, they might want to move him. Trading him now would allow them to maximize his value before it dips too low. However, a major update reveals that the front office was not considering anything that drastic recently. A new report indicates that Boston values him much higher than the public realizes. Back in February, the Cleveland Cavaliers showed significant interest in acquiring the guard. They reached out to Brad Stevens to check on the availability of the defensive star. The Celtics completely shut down the inquiry immediately without hesitation. They refused to even enter deep negotiations with the Cleveland front office at the deadline. The Cavaliers were looking for perimeter upgrades and wondered about the appetite for moving him. Boston viewed the idea as a total non-starter from the very beginning. This firm stance was taken even while superstar Jason Tatum was making a speedy recovery from a ruptured Achilles. The front office refused to panic or alter their long-term plans. This unwillingness to negotiate tells us that trading him is simply not a priority for this franchise. It provides a massive hint about where his future lies this summer. It is impossible to be completely certain about any roster move in professional sports. Front offices can change their minds quickly if the right deal presents itself. Perhaps watching 40 of his 55 three-point attempts bounce off the rim against the Philadelphia 76ers changed their perspective. That brutal series left a mark on everyone, but the Celtics operate in a highly calculated manner under the brilliant leadership of Brad Stevens. It is very tough to imagine that they would be drastically swayed so easily. They do not make emotional decisions based on a single poor playoff series. Their refusal to even talk with Cleveland shows a deep level of organizational commitment. Let us look at the Cavaliers as a potential destination to understand the market value. Cleveland eventually completed a massive deal to land veteran star James Harden. They acquired him from the Los Angeles Clippers in exchange for young guard Darius Garland and a future draft asset. The financial math of that deal tells a very interesting story. Garland currently makes roughly $10 million more than White on his current contract. The Celtics would have been forced to include other players to make the money match. They almost certainly would have attached the $10 million contract of Sam Hauser to satisfy league rules. A potential deal would have brought Garland and draft capital to Boston. In exchange, the Cavaliers would have received White and Hauser to bolster their perimeter rotation. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more deep breakdowns. That specific package is simply not the most intriguing offer for a championship team. Garland has missed a significant amount of playing time over 2 of the last 3 seasons. Even when he managed to suit up for 75 contests, he still struggled to stay on the floor in the postseason. He lacked the durability needed for intense playoff battles. That type of return is certainly not enough to get Boston to part with a player as crucial as White. He has been an absolute pillar for the organization since arriving in 2022. He has consistently proven to be far more available and reliable than Garland on a nightly basis. He understands the system perfectly and executes his role without complaining. Now, if another rival team decides to inquire with an offer that possesses significantly more upside, things could change. Brad Stevens would be forced to listen to a massive haul, but for the time being, it seems like the defensive star is completely safe in Boston. The front office knows exactly what they have in him, and they value his unique contributions. Roster construction is a complex game of chess, and the Celtics are playing the long game. They believe that his outside shooting will eventually bounce back to his career averages. You cannot easily replace a player who completely sacrifices his body on the defensive end every single night. His hustle plays and timely blocks are etched into the culture. The bond he has formed with the fan base and his teammates is incredibly strong. Shaking up the foundation of the team after one bad shooting stretch would be a mistake. The front office will focus their attention on upgrading other weak areas of the depth chart instead. They will keep their core guard intact as they prepare for another title run. The upcoming months will bring plenty of wild rumors and intense speculation across sports media. But true fans know that stability is often the real secret to sustainable success.